Okay, video number 4. Article number 4 on the list of study material for the level 3 certificate. It's a theoretical template for CrossFit's programming written by Greg Glassman, creator of CrossFit, on February 2003. So almost 20 years ago. But still, a lot of the things that are said here are really true in CrossFit programming. So after reading this article around 3 times, I'm sick. I'm sick.
You're not.
I'm not. I am sick a little. After reading this article like around 3 times and around maybe more than a year ago, done the CrossFit online programming course, the most recommended thing to understand this is just spend $60, I think, in the programming course, because it's this in a much broader spectrum. So I really recommend doing the programming course, the online programming course, which is really good. So let's do our summary of this article. I'm looking at the PDF of the publication, the CrossFit Journal. So I'm gonna guide myself through these 5 pages. Page number 1, the introduction is just them telling you this is a nice template, but it's not a rigid template. Like, use it, but it's not, don't use it like this all the time, exactly like this all the time. That it could change. The template, like it's like just a macro template, but don't use it as is on this article all the time. That's the introduction. That's it. That's all the introduction says. Let's see. Then on page number 1, they say the template macro view. So in here, they're talking about the 3 days on, 1 off aspect of the CrossFit programming, which they say that 3 days working on high intensity is like the perfect capsule of training because working out on day number 4 is going to show a noticeable lack of intensity in working out. So that's why they say day number 4 should be rest day. But they also say on the next page, page number 2, they also say that the normal lifestyle of the society that we live in is around work. It's 5 days on and 2 off. And they say that's perfectly fine. Greg Glassman, says it's perfectly fine. So from then on, from that point on, the analysis of the workouts and the scheme of the workouts that he continues to talk about on this article could also work for the 5 days on, 2 off. But they are focusing always on 3 days on, 1 off scheme. Also, you have on page number 2 the template, the most classic template of CrossFit programming. And here they show you on the table, they show you the modalities that we work, that we use to work, or that we divide the movements that we do on CrossFit, which is monostructural, body weight, which we can call gymnastics, and weightlifting. Not necessarily Olympic weightlifting, but anything that has an external body or weight. So on page number 2, the first column It's all talking about, hey, 3 days on, one off is like the perfect way to work out. But if you want to work out on 5 days on, two off, that's also perfectly fine. That's it. That's all they say. Then they explain elements by modality, which is what we just talked about. So it's an explanation of the three modalities that we have in CrossFit. The M on the table, the M means monostructural. Monostructural could transfer itself to cardio, and the definition could be a movement that is cyclical, that you just do it as a cycle and can be done for a long time. So that is walking, running, jumping the rope, rowing, skiing, biking. What else? Swimming is also monostructural, or anything that could be considered cardio. And if you want to think about it, it's a cyclical movement that you can do without changing the movement. They have the second one, it's gymnastics. And gymnastics, it says, or body weight exercises. Sorry, it says and, but I like to just combine those two options in just movements that don't require an external load. I need water. Yeah, that's it. That's gymnastics. I'm not asking you for water. Bien hecho. Bien hecho por burlarte de mí. Ajá. That's gymnastics. All movements that only have body weight. And weightlifting, easy, is just the W, easy. It's just every movement that requires an external load. So throwing, lifting weights, dumbbells, the barbell, the slam ball. Thank you so much. So anything that requires an external load, that's it. That's the thing about elements by modality. On the page number 3, it has a nice table of examples for gymnastics, all the movements, jumps, lunges, sit-ups, back extensions, blah, blah, blah. That's gymnastics. For metabolic conditioning, or the M, monostructural, it's running, biking, rowing, jumping the rope. And weightlifting, the W, is deadlifts, cleans, presses, snatch, clean and jerk, blah, blah, blah. So everything that has an external load. So in the part of the workout structure, on page number 3, the first column, it starts. They start talking about the each type of days. So they start by saying day number 1, 5, and 9, which are the 3 days that that are single modality workouts. So that means just monostructural, or just gymnastics, or just weightlifting. And what they want us to know and understand about this is that we could use, it's just a suggestion, we could use these days for, so if it's monostructural, you do a long workout, a long distance, a single effort, just a long distance, really long. If the modality is gymnastics, so the suggestion from Greg Glassman is we should use it for practicing gymnastics, practicing a movement for a long time, but just practicing one complex movement that athletes are not ready to use it in the middle of a workout safely for many reps. And if the single modality workout is a W like this, it's a weightlifting modality. We should use it to do short reps for heavy loads of one movement. So that's the workouts that we see from time to time on CrossFit.com. That are 5 sets of 3 reps of back squat, or 5 rounds of 7 reps of power snatch, something like that. So few reps and just one movement, taking around 3 minutes between sets to rest and increase the load and perform the effort once again. So the next type of day is the day that you have a combination of 2 modalities, whatever combination of 2 modalities. It is said that it should be a semi-short workout with combining the 2 modalities. So it would be typically a couplet, just 2 movements, and doing them 4 times, meaning, example, 5 rounds of 10 thrusters and 10 pull-ups, for example, which would be horrible. But yeah, that's what he tries to explain, or he's suggesting that it could be the best case scenario could be having a couplet, doing it 4 times, not too long, not longer than 12 or 15 minutes. Fuck. So the other days that have 3 elements, that have 3 modalities, it is suggested that we do it in a triplet, so 3 movements, 1 of each modality, doing it not 4 times, doing it in a time priority workout, meaning that the athlete is going to work continuously during the whole time that it's programmed. For example, 20 minutes, so an AMRAP of 20 minutes of 400-meter run, let's see, 10 air squats and 5 power cleans, I don't know, whatever. So doing that for 20 minutes, as many rounds as possible. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's all they are suggesting. That's how it's suggested we program, but it could just be like, of course, an infinite possibilities of combinations of modalities and movements and time and rounds. So this is just a suggestion. This is just like the basis to start programming, the very, very base to start programming. So I really recommend doing the CrossFit Online programming course, which is this, but way better explained. So go and do that, and you'll understand this 100%. That's my summary of this article, 5 pages, real easy. So that's it. Peace.